Hi guys.
Morning, sir. Hello. Good morning.
This is 1 lakh rupees. I am tired of this shit. AI ye, AI wo. I want you to find a way to make a trading system profitable using AI. And if you're able to do it today, this 1 lakh rupee is yours. स्टार्ट करें
स्क्रिप्ट है, आप एक बार चेक कर लीजिए।
यार एआई ना तो मुझे लगता है सारे जॉब्स खा जाएगा यार। तो सोच ग्राफिक्स, वीडियो, शूट,
कंटेंट खुद ही कर लो फिर।
एक सेकंड, क्या मतलब AI वीडियो?
यार मतलब ऐसा ओपिनियन है। ओपिनियन यार गाइस ये वीडियो तो शूट कर लो प्लीज गाइस। First, let's understand what is AI. No, wait. Let's just understand what is ChatGPT, the most famous tool.
ChatGPT is an AI developed by OpenAI. The AI is based on the GPT.
Okay, let's do something simpler. Can I get a laptop? What I'll do is I'll just ask ChatGPT to tell me, explain ChatGPT to me like a 5-year-old. Okay, so it says it's a big notebook full of information from all over the internet, reads your questions, give you your answers, and that's what it is. I think it's a lot more complex than that, but we won't get into the technicalities of what ChatGPT is. Agar AI pura samajhna hai and you want to know how it works, comment below and we'll probably make a separate video on what AI and ChatGPT actually are. But let's understand whether ChatGPT understands what trading is. So how about, do you understand moving averages? Explain it. Okay, so it looks like it's given a textbook answer of what moving averages are. It probably crawled the web and got that to you. So see, no one really knows what the capability of AI actually is. And I'm curious to know what can it do in trading. So we took 3 people in the office, one who has no idea what trading is or has a little context, one at medium level, and one who sort of understands trading systems. In this video, we're going to get them to do prompts and create a trading system using ChatGPT. And if they make some mistakes, we'll help them along the way too. So let's get into it. So that was Shardul's prompt. You see the problem, right? The problem is this. It's just given a bunch of words. Large language model. Model hi hai because this did not make any sense. I think you had to give what kind of strategy, use some kind of technical indicator, ask it to backtest, give some parameters. Kitna kuch dena padta hai to get a decent answer. You can't just be like strategy de do. Halwa hai kya? Isse nahi hoga. So basically, context is important of the prompter and of course for ChatGPT as well. So, conclusion is this. A person who has no idea about trading and strategies and how it's built, who's never built a strategy before, cannot use AI and hope to get a useful answer. ऐसे ही बैठे-बैठे नहीं हो जाता है, सीखना पड़ता है. With that, let's move to contender number 2. Nishita did something interesting, okay? She said Indian markets, she said daily time frame, she said defined rules of entry exit, and then there was risk reward ratio 2x. Better, but not quite there, right? It's not actually defined. The entry exit is still like sort of vague, and think about it, it's not actually backtested. One thing you should know about AI tools, especially large language models, is that they're built to sound confident. Because they don't have an intonation in this case, they are built of statements. So it won't say, I could be wrong here, I'm not sure about this, but I think, like humans talk. You can't sense underconfidence because they're not designed like that. They're designed to spit out information they've learned on the internet. And it's a language model. It's not a data analysis model. So you'll notice, although this may sound confident, it actually has no basis in reality. But I think one thing Nishita did, she did a variation. She did another prompt, right? Give me 3 trading setups which have a maximum of 2 indicators. It's good, but this is not specific. Again, it gives a confident answer but has no basis in reality. What you ideally want to do is have a defined entry, exit, stop loss, number of stocks, how you'll define your risk, and a bunch of other things. Test those black and white rules over, say, 10 years find out in a backtest whether it was profitable or not, what was the maximum loss. There is a whole science behind this, and it takes a while to learn backtesting. Then you decide whether you want to trade it or not. So, ये तो उससे बहुत दूर है, and that brings us to our contender number 3. अच्छा, okay. मुदित भैया ने interesting किया है. Okay, everything I said for contender 2, contender 3 did something. He chose the asset, Nifty, he gave capital, he defined entry, defined time frame, defined exit, defined stop loss, defined target. He also asked at what period this has to be backtested, right? So 2015 to 2023. Also share important metrics like Sharpe ratio, win-loss ratio, Calmer. And the answer was Anda. Nahi pata. Finish. Sorry. They could not get an answer. Notice, this wasn't a question which said, give me a bunch of text with an answer. It wasn't a search. It was an analysis. What I think Mudit tried to do here was say, take a bunch of data, this is what you need to do, and manipulate the data to give me an answer. Large language models, at least right now, cannot analyze, dissect, and give output of data. At least yet. We'll wait a week, who knows what will happen in AI. Also remember, out of the entire AI tools, which are thousands, ChatGPT is just one of them. So maybe this AI tool can't use it, but maybe stringing up a bunch of them might be able to achieve it. So what did we learn from this competition? 1, I get to keep the 1 lakh rupees. Thank you. Second, there is a new get-rich-quick scheme that is introduced into the market every year or so. Pehle we had chit funds, then we had MLM tools, we had lottery tickets, we even had stuff like crypto scams happening, and now there is AI. The problem is not with the tech, it's with people wanting to make money quickly. So here are my 2 conclusions from this. 1, if you see anyone claiming to do something supernatural, especially make money out of AI, be very skeptical. 2, what we did today was using a language model, but we needed data analysis. You need to make sure you're using the right AI tool. And third, actually, the most important thing, you need to know what you're searching for. At the end of the day, any AI is just a tool. It is the personal skill of the user which makes the tool good or bad. The tool itself is just a tool. It's not an Aladdin's lamp. So make sure, if you want to use AI properly, in certain niche, whether it's healthcare or trading or investing, you should know that entire sector in and out and then use it as a tool. Anyway, in the next video, I'm going to try to use AI and build an actual strategy, and I could use anything I like. Let's see if I'm able to do it. In looks at the Huani. So subscribe to this video now, because there's going to be a part 2, and hopefully we're going to be successful. Are you ready, guys? I'm going to kick some ass.
सर आपसे नहीं हुआ तो 1 लाख रुपए किसको जाएगा?
मेरे को मिलेंगे यार.
I'm acting. चलो स्टार्ट कर. हाँ बताओ. हाँ लगा इसको. भाई मेरे को लग रहा है ना, जॉब्स तो भाई एआई खाने वाला है. ग्राफिक्स में, वीडियो में, साउंड में.
एक सेकंड क्या मतलब जॉब्स खाने वाला है? तो अपन क्या कर रहे हैं? भाई नहीं भाई पैकअप भाई.
मतलब नहीं भाई रुक.